What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at y'all with another Danmachi video. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Familia Russian, and we're really going to be doing a little bit of a test here. Because what I've kind of surmised, if you have a scrub level water team, like I've been trying to work on this water team, and my water team is just garbage, hasn't been doing anything. Is it more worthwhile to just go ahead and run a physical team? So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead, kill auto battle real quickly, run these two teams, and find out for certain. Now, I'm going to go ahead, and I am going to admit I do waste a turn here. So this is water plus attack damage plus 40% for all allies. Now she will do physical attack with strength and magic minus 35%. I'm going to go ahead and throw Line's SA gauge increase on here. And we're going to go ahead and uncounter rate with water resist minus 25% for 3 turns. Okay? Now, as much as I call this a wasted turn, it isn't really, if I'm honest. Basically just prevents them from doing a ton of damage to us. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our foes plural attacks. I'm going to actually go in here and now do strength and magic minus 40%, which negates what she did last turn, but at least they weren't hitting us hard, right? So we debuffed him, and then we kind of, like, increased that debuff a little bit, but it gave us a turn to get Line's, you know, her most important thing off, if I'm honest, okay? Now, with her, we're just going to go ahead and jump into her foes. She didn't have a foe plural. She has a foe singular, so we'll make sure we have target the right unit. Okay, and she's foes plural, so here we go. We're going to jump in, we're going to do this. Everybody, pretty much everybody's stuff goes for 3 turns, so that's good news. Got a crit on that, which is very, very nice. And now I'm going to go ahead and increase her counter rate, though. It doesn't look like they're doing anything. It's like they're stunned. I could just do base magic attack, but it's not going to change anything. But they're not attacking, so I don't know if increasing their counter rate is going to work at all. I'm going to do that 1 turn. It's not going to hurt anything if I do this. Well, it will, actually. I'll do this. We'll see if they attack this turn. Okay? Oh, there we go. So, yeah. Probably should have increased that counter rate. I'll do it after this turn. There we go. Alright, so now we'll do a heal, increase that counter rate, and then we'll have to basically go rebuild all of our stacks, right? So that was 3 turns, so I'm going to have to redo that. I'm not worried about hers, and then that was 3 turns, so I'm going to have to redo that, okay? Pretty good stuff, and then she should heal and increase her counter rate, which will be really nice. And the debuff is still in place, so we don't need to worry about that. There we go. So, pretty straightforward stuff, you know. Nothing abnormal about this. I'm actually slightly impressed they're even lasting this long, even though half the units are already dead. Most of my people already did the dirty work for me. I'm going to go ahead and put her back on the attack, only because we just need more damage, right? She's still increasing SA. Everything's still golden. And this team is not doing half bad. So let's just do 1 more round of this, and then we'll do double super attacks and see where that gets us. Now, we are about to lose somebody, it looks like. There we go. Alright. So, let's see, Ultra Water Magic Attack. Alan, that's an Ultra Water per each self magic buff skill. She got a magic buff skill on, I do believe. Fire attribute damage up, blah, 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 blah. She does not have a magic buff, so it's not going to really be all that good for her. I thought she did. Unless... No, she doesn't. Oh, there it is. Water attribute damage up. So, does that count? That's the big question. Because she has no dupes in her, so I rarely use her. So she does not have a magic buff. She's got a type buff. So maybe instead of hers, we'll continue just doing an AoE with hers. And let's see what she does. Ultra HP heal. Attack damage plus 65%. Nah. No. We'll continue doing that, and we'll do this. I don't think it's really going to change anything because, once again, I don't have a magic buff on her. And that's my fault for not utilizing that, because I really thought they were going to die, and my unit that has that isn't the game. So, just didn't work out. That's cool. Double super attacks. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So, this is actually a much better run than I kind of expected, with the exception that she's not really getting the magic buff, because the magic buff unit isn't on right now. Because usually, most everybody dies by this point. So, we'll still compare. It'll still be a good comparison, because we'll run our physical team and see if we can do better. Alright? There you go. So, the end of that run, we did... That's actually not half bad. Okay? So, 742, 470. 742, 470. So, what we're going to do... I don't think we're actually going to be able to beat that, if I'm honest. But let's go find out here. Okay? We're going to go jump back in. Do a couple battles. And see where that goes. Hopefully, I can get all this done within bonus time. If the load times would stop being atrocious... That's apparently a thing. Come on, there we go. Alright, join Familia Rush. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab, not that team, that team. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a crazy OP team. Not the best team I've got, obviously, but at least gives us something to go off of. And it's a strong physical team with fire attribute of all things, which they're immune to. So, let's see what happens here. Okay? First things first, we jump out of the gate with the debuff. Okay? The buff, we're going to do her self-strength plus 80% and his self-strength plus 75%. Okay? Let's see what happens here. You know what I just realized? I don't think they have any equipment. I think because I have the equipment on everybody else, they don't have anything. Except for weapons. I don't think they have any defenses. I should have checked that. Okay? I don't need to do his physical resist. We can jump right into Molten Spike. Let's see. Foe spoil self. Okay. And basically we just start spamming that. Okay. We're going to do his other debuff. And we're going to do Spiral Strike. Okay. It's going to keep everything in play. Bada bing, bada boom. And thus far they seem to be doing pretty well. If I'm honest. Vortex Flame, I'm going to continue doing Flash Strike with her, and Molten Spike with him, and we just spam this until the end of the run. Because that's how busted Argonaut and Crozzo are. Alright? Don't have a healer. That's going to be a problem. So now we want to do, obviously, the damage reduction skill. But we've got everything else in place, so let's keep going. So thus far, I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say it very well might be better what we're doing here than what's happened before. Because I'm looking at those numbers. Those numbers are looking absolutely spectacular. Okay. That's for 3 turns. I kind of wasted a turn on that. I'm sure people are screaming at me for it. That's okay. It is going to cost me an extra super attack. I am well aware of that. I probably would have had it had I not done that. That's okay. So you have 1 super attack. So who am I going to use? Probably Honor Bell, if I'm honest. I think he's going to be the strongest of them all. They're all fire types. Let's see. What are his stats? Strength 20% up. Endurance 20% up. And he's strength 15% up. Dex 75. Okay. Yeah, I think he's going to have the hardest hitting one, if I'm honest. I'm sure someone's screaming at me, but whatever. It's what I'm going to go with. It's what I'm going to go with. He's got the highest strength boost, but he might not have the highest numbers. He is fully hero ascended, so it's not a bad decision either way, but let's just see what happens. Okay. Oof. If we'd had Line on this team, we would have been doing a little bit better, but it's completely a thing. So, without Line on the team and without, you know, any kind of buff like that, what did we do? Actually, okay. So, if we had Line on there, we might have, like, tied. We might have tied. But still, my water team did better. and my water team is mad scrub level. So I think that kind of seals the deal. That answers the question. No, you keep using your scrub-ass water teams and hope for the best. Now again, my water team usually gets killed off much, much, much faster, but that still is fairly indicative of the kind of damage that I have been doing. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my last 2 runs here. But that's going to be the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section down below. Keep running your water teams. Have yourselves a good time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker. I'll be back at y'all with more Danmachi here tomorrow because it's late tonight and I need to start streaming.